y'all. It's been a hot minute. A friend actually gave me this idea because I was telling her about my issue with posting and I was like, I don't know what to do. And then she's like, well, you haven't like posted in a long time, like just do like what's been going on in your life and shit. And I was like, okay. And then she was like, you can tell them about your accident. I was like, oh shit, yeah, I can. So today's video is gonna be a story time on how I got hit by a school bus. Let's jump right in. Yes, you guys heard me right. I got hit by a school bus. It was not very pleasant. No, not at all. This accident happened on June 9th, 2021. How it began was I was going to see my new therapist. It was the first day of me meeting her and our session went great, and then I was heading back to our local bus stop. I was crossing the highway and I had the right of way as a pedestrian, Jesus. So I started to walk, and then the bus, it was a school bus, he was like, I was walking across the highway this way, and he was like on the side road turning onto the highway up here, so I'm right here, and then he's trying to turn, and when he does, I don't think he saw me, or maybe he did, I have no idea, but he first of all hit the side of my left side of me and gave me a huge bruise on my hip, and then from that I got like knocked, but like I was trying to catch my footing to like stand back up, and he caught the part of my, like this part of my right shoe underneath one of the wheels. So then like I kind of like twisted and fell to the ground. I got a huge scrape on my my lower hip, and then he proceeded to run over my foot, and we got 8 broken bones from that. So then that happened. I was in extreme shock that I didn't even scream. Like I was just like, what the hell just happened to me? And the bus driver was in shock as well, and like in the situation at the time I was like, what the hell, like why isn't he helping me, like what's his deal? But now looking back at it, he was definitely in shock as well. So there was kids in the bus, and he went over and parked the bus off of the highway so like people could still use the road. And then this other girl jumped out of her car, helped me over to the grass, and then from there she had already been on the phone with 911, and there was a fire truck coming, and they got there, gave me some oxygen, checked my blood pressure and heart rate and everything like that, and then the ambulance showed up, and I was lifted onto the ambulance and we were taken to the hospital. But before that happened, I had called my mom when I was laying in the grass waiting for the ambulance to show up, and my mom did not believe me. She was like, Olivia, why are you hysterically laughing? And I'm like, I'm not laughing, like I'm literally like screaming and bawling my eyes out at this point. And then she's just thinking that I'm laughing with my friends. And then she's just like, Olivia, like what? I'm at work. And I was just like, Mom, like I got ran over by a bus. And then she was like, what? No. And I was like, Mom, I seriously just got ran over by a school bus. And then she was like, oh my God. And I was like, yeah, meet me at the hospital. But my stepdad was near where I got hit, so he met me there, and the police questioned the bus driver, the witness, the lady that helped me, and my stepdad when I was being taken to the hospital. Oh, that ambulance ride. Jesus. I remember shaking like a maraca. Like, my hands are pretty shaky in general, like, that's, like, normal, but, like, I was literally, like, vibrating, and they were giving me laughing gas to like help with the pain, and literally like I remember holding it and I was just like this, like literally shaking so much. And then one of the ambulance drivers was like, wow, I should give you a margarita mixer right now. And I was just like, oh yeah. Got to the hospital and they were all very kind and helped me, and then like the main ambulance driver that was like talking to me, I mean not driver, but like person in the ambulance that was talking to me, he was like, all right, when you see your mom, you can't cry. And I was just like, okay. So then they took me into Emerge through ambulance area, and my mom was like already there and like already being like, hey, like, is my daughter here, blah blah. And then I saw her, and then like I was in a wheelchair, obviously I can't walk at this point. But then she just like comes over to me, and then I start crying, and then the guy from the ambulance was like, hey, what did I say? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't help it. So then he was like, no, it's all good, like, you've actually been like super strong through all of this, like, if I were you, I would have been crying this entire time, and yada yada yada. But we ended up waiting about 2 hours before we got an x-ray, and you could not see everything completely on the x-ray, but it was obviously clear that several of my bones were broken. So from the x-ray, it looked like I had broken 6 bones. But they wanted to do a CT as well, just to make sure, like, is it just that, or like is there other ones? And when they did the CT, they found out that it was 8. From there on, I was given a boot and crutches, and I had to be non-weight bearer on my foot for 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. It was 7 weeks all in total. And what sucked the most was I had my grad walk that weekend, and I was going to the bus stop so I could go get my nails done for the grad walk. Yay. So that was cool. And I also had my dance show the week after that, because in my school I took dance, and I was a senior at this time because I was graduating, and it was going to be my last dance show, and I didn't get to participate in it because your girl got ran over. So that was really hard. It still hurts to this day. Like, I'm not too upset about my grad walk. I did my grad walk. I crutched a full kilometer. Holy crap, was I ever sore. And I had a good time. It was very fun. I wish I wasn't in a boot, but like, it was still good for being injured the way I was. But it really sucked for my dance show, because I went to my dance show and like I cheered everyone on, and then there was like this part of the dance that like had a really slow part in our dance, and like they told me to crutch on and go on, and then they gave me flowers, which was so sweet and made me cry. I choreographed like 90% of the dance that we did as well. It was based on mental health. So I was really looking forward to performing that and everything, but it was amazing to see them perform it and see how amazing they did. I'm still beyond proud of my whole team, and even though getting hit by a bus absolutely sucked, there was plus sides. I wouldn't have the amazing therapist that I have now. I injured my foot again recently because of the breaks to my foot prior to. There's difficult points to everything in life, and everything happens for a reason, so I'm just trying to find the plus sides out of it. But I'm going to show you some pictures of the x-rays and how my foot looked, and I'm putting a trigger warning right now. Do not watch the next part unless you're okay with like shit like that. If not, I will tell you to skip to here, and then you don't have to see that. But yeah. So that is what my foot looked like. Not fun. Not fun at all. The recovery process was extremely difficult. It took a huge toll on my mental health, and it still is. I'm still seeking mental health treatment, and I'm going to physio and everything still. Like, I'm still having problems, and it's been a year later. It also was my right foot, so I couldn't like drive for a while. Like, it sucked. I almost didn't pass my M test because of this as well. But we did. We got our N. Yay. There's really defaults to this, and I see that still, but there's also some positive things that have come out of this. And you gotta look at everything in life, and you can't just all think that it's negative. So I'm currently in recovery process. I have some KT tape on my Achilles right now, because that's the main part that's sore. So the bones that I broke, I will put the x-ray here. So I broke 3 of my toe bones. They were like the tiny toe bones. I broke my ankle. Then I broke my metatarsal. That shit hurt like a mother trucker. And then I also broke the bone that like curves your foot. And then 2 other little bones like right up in here. So I'll try and show my best with that x-ray, but you can't really see all of them. And I never got a picture of the CT scan. So my mom actually snuck the photo of the x-ray, so technically we aren't supposed to have that, but it is what it is. I've been in recovery progress for this since it happened. It's July 21st, 22nd? Something like that. I don't know the date anymore, guys, but it's been over a year and we are starting to make slow progress, and because of the accident I had to drop work, and ICBC is currently covering that at the moment, and I had to wait on school because of it as well, because I couldn't get around campus easily when I was still in my crutches and my boot and everything, and we didn't know how long it would take to heal, and it still really hurts some days. Like some days are way better than others, and like I feel like freaking amazing, and then other days it feels like I just broke it again. Like it's up and down all the time, and I can really tell like when I know this is so like often that people say, but when the weather is like crappy out, like it hurts more. It really does. And we have not been having the best weather here recently. Hopefully that'll change around. Like today is a beautiful day. Hopefully it stays that way. I haven't really been up to much besides that, just hanging out with friends, looking forward to going to school here soon, and I'm getting a part-time job with my therapist actually, because I'm going to be hired as part of a DBT group, so that's going to be really great as well. If anyone sees this and they have ideas that would be helpful, that would be amazing. I'm also going to put all my socials down below. I am mostly active on TikTok, so if you want to message me through there, that would be great, or Instagram or whatever. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next video.